the biggest winner of the night might be the black skate jersey, Blake, that everyone goes gaga for again when the Canucks wear them. This is the only scheduled time they're supposed to wear them this year, but you do wonder whether the voices are getting too large to ignore, too loud to ignore here about making a permanent switch to the skate.
I wonder what the triggers are for the Vancouver. Let's say the Canucks wanted to wear them at MSG on Sunday. Like, is there a mechanism that would allow that to happen?
I don't think that quickly. I think you have to serve notice to the NHL and the opponent. I think you have to serve more notice than just like 48 hours or something like that. I think it has to be plotted out well in advance. I do think the NHL has veto power on that, though I don't think they necessarily would exercise it all that liberally. Like, at the end of the day, it is just.
I could have sworn I've heard stories about teams going out on the road and saying, "Oh, we've got to bring our third unis to this team because they have a special night that night. They want us to wear a third, and we don't want to bring all the laundry for two sets of things.
Yeah.
So we're going to ask this team, can we wear our thirds that night? And you wear your roads, and like that was done like." I don't think it's months in advance, maybe a week or two in advance, but I don't think
it's weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you're right. Our friends Patty and Red on the equipment side hate it if they have to go out on the road with multiple sets of sweaters and socks and all of that. This from our old buddy Ryan Sullivan, one of the green men, and Ryan's off doing radio in Halifax these days. At Sullyfax. Buffalo. Hey, people like our old jerseys. Switch. Coyotes. Hey, people like our old jerseys. Switch. Ottawa. Hey, people like our old jerseys. Switch. Flames. Hey, people like our old jerseys. Switch. Canucks. People will come around on the whale. Give it some time.
It is totally force-feeding the most blasé brand in the history of the Vancouver Canucks. The best, if you did a referendum on Canucks jerseys, the very best grade that you're getting from the whale is a B or B plus.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's probably fair. I have said it many times in the past. Oftentimes the inbox, the Great Clips inbox, gets upset with me. I like whale. I think it's distinctive and unique to Vancouver, British Columbia. I like the tie-in, the First Nations tie-in. It is, of course, an indigenous animal out here. We all go gaga when killer whales are in, orcas are in False Creek or on the Strait or whatnot. So, and I even like, the design of the whale, how it swoops in and looks like the letter C. So I like whale more than the next guy. And yet still I agree, Blake. It's probably a B. At best. I don't think it's in the top half or the top tier of NHL logos, although it's all subjective, right?
But here's the thing. It's a decent one to have in your arsenal. Why not have that on the shoulder? Go back to one of the other ones.
Skate.
Whatever. And then put the whale on the shoulder.
So I also like I think these black skate jerseys pop like very few. Absolutely love them on television. And I think, crystal clear, high def and 4K really helps matters compared to the old days when, it looked like the messy plate of spaghetti, as people say. But I do like green and blue as colors as well, because, again, distinctive to our city, right? It's a very lush place. It's a very blue place. So
I'll bring this up later.
Mm-hmm.
The original 1970 logo that was worn during the 2011 season briefly by that Sedin team.
Stick and rink?
The original, real stick and rink. Yeah. None of that slanted BS with it's a bastardization. The real stick and rink.
Mm-hmm.
That one.
And I'll qualify here off the top, as I always do. I understand that stick and rink may hold sentimental value to a lot of listeners, and I get that. brings back memories of growing up watching the Canucks in the 70s as new NHL.
Not for me. I wasn't here in the 70s.
No, I know, but for a lot of people out there, it has a ton of sentimental value, and I don't dispute that. And you're free to love it. I think Stick and Rink is just about the worst logo going in pro sport. No, but Blake, to me, it is like it's an 8-bit Atari, not even.
That's the charm.
It's an Atari, and I typically like simpler, clean logos, but it is just so unimaginative that if they went the rest of their days and never brought out Stick and Rink again,
I would
be okay.
Logo?
The Igloo?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's pretty 8-bit
too. It's one of my favorite. Yeah, no. Can't say it's one of my favorites. No. I mean, if the Nordiques were to come back, I imagine the logo would just be the fleur-de-lis. But we know that's not happening.
I think they'd bring back the same logo, but we'll cross the bridge when we need to.
Yeah, wow. We're not going to need to. Not in Gary's league.